सदाशिवसमारम्भाम् शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्ताम् वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम् सर्ववेदान्तसिद्धान्त गोचरं तमगोचरं गोविन्दं परमानन्दम् सद्गुरुं प्रणतोऽस्म्यहम् यदि सत्यं भवेद् विश्वं सुसुप्तावुपलभ्यताम् यन्नोपलभ्यते किञ्चित् अतो सत्त्वमृषा. The reality about the universe is questioned. Hardly there is anyone in this world who questions like this, because all the transactions, they seem to be very real. Yourself seem to be very real. So everything seems very real. Therefore, the question hardly arises in the minds of the human beings. Anything that is tough, naturally, anything that is tough, the takers will be very few. Any job, whatever it is. The subtle, the subject matter, the takers will be very few. Customers are very less. Naturally, whenever the subject matter is difficult, the customers are very less. So you don't put effort, keep lying idle. Suppose you say, keep lying idle, we don't do anything. So then you feel comfortable. But when you are asked to toil hard, work hard, hardly anybody will be there in the field. So that is what the nature of the human being. How precious is the human life is not assimilated by the people. Almost 100%. That's what is written in the scriptures. Hardly anyone is interested in this. Such an instrument which is unique and is made for this appreciation alone. Anybody who discovers this, he discovers that the human body has been made to discover the truth, and there is no other purpose. Because the mind is there, the discriminating capacity is there. He can know what is what, others cannot. So it strikes here and there, not everywhere definitely. It strikes. And wherever it strikes, there it gets revealed, the truth gets revealed. Anyway, so if in this verse it is said here, if this universe were true, then it should be available in your deep sleep state also. But since it is not experienced in the deep sleep state, therefore, just like dream, it is not true. That's what the scripture is telling. It's not true. Doesn't mean you're not experiencing it. Generally, the concept of truth is that it should be useful. Truth should be useful. Why? False can be useful also. Need not have to be true. False can be useful. That means what? Let's see the mathematics. 1 plus 1 plus 1. These things are there. So only one thing, one potato, another potato, one potato. Where is the question of 2? One is not mixing with other. It cannot mix with other. Even then, it's not true. The 2 is not true. 1 is correct. 2 is useful. See? Whatever is useful, actually, that alone, that is false. Whatever is useful is false. And whatever is not available for your use is the truth. Yes. You have to discover that. So if the universe were true, it should be available in the deep sleep state also. See the human body. It has been made like this. There is a state called waking state. Now we are in the waking state. So the sense organs are functioning. Outside world is being experienced. Memory is there about the past, what I did yesterday, and what all jobs are there at my hand today, what I am supposed to do today. I can plan for the future also. So wherever a human being is there in this world, he will have his own agenda. I've got to do these things today. So given the outside world, he keeps transacting. Okay, so he keeps doing varieties of works, and after sometime what happens, the body is such that it needs rest. So how do you take rest? Standing you cannot take rest. Sitting you cannot take rest. And what else what else should you do then? Put it flat in the ground, and the ground itself, it keep it flat. That's how they used to sleep. Today we've got this bed system, etc., bed mattress and all sorts of things. So ground is there. Just like the dog, the ox, others they sleep, lie down on the ground. Similarly, you lie down on the ground. That means the body has come to such a situation that it cannot keep it going just like that. So you cannot sit also, I tell you. You know very well. So you need to lie down. That means what? No effort I can put now. No effort I can put. So when I remain flat in the ground on the ground, then another state is there where slowly the mind stops functioning. When you lie on the ground, the body is tired, the mind is also tired, experiencing the entire day's activities. So the mind is tired. So you want to fall flat, and slowly the mind stops functioning. That's what called sleep. Okay. So now, when the mind has stopped functioning, then comes a time which we know after waking up. Because of the impressions of the waking state, you experience varieties of things in the dream. It's called a dream state. It's an independent state. You don't have any say over that. You cannot decide to dream in a given manner. Dream happens, and you experience that in the dream time. And of course, when you get up, you remember that I dreamt like this. You get affected at the time of dreaming, but when you get up, sometimes you remember also. So waking state, only you know that there is called a dream state. Dream state, you don't know that I'm dreaming there. So waking state alone, you know that was a situation where I didn't have any awareness about this entire universe, entire world. Nothing was there, but yeah, these things they happened. They have got their own law. The dream sceneries are having their own laws. So, independent of the external world, the mind functions. That is called dream. Independent of the external world. Of course, the impressions of the external world is there. Otherwise, there won't be any dream. You don't suppose a person is there, and he is not exposed to sound, form, etc. Suppose all his sense organs are not functioning. Suppose from the very beginning, what sort of dream you will have? Nothing. Simply nothing. You can't have any dream at all, because dream involves the experience of the waking state. So that state also, you know, in the waking state, and dream objects, you know very clearly they are false, 100% false. Another state of the body, which is there is without any dream, the mind is staying. You cannot say mind is not there, because if the mind is not there, well, how from where it should come? If we are waking up means what? Mind is getting associated with the body and the external world. That is called waking up. Mind getting associated with the body and the external world. So why do you get associated? If suppose suppose somebody says, don't go to sleep today, I don't think you'll be getting up tomorrow. I don't think you're going to get up tomorrow. Suppose somebody says, you may be shocked. So suppose you think that you are not going to get up tomorrow morning, so while sleeping also you may not sleep properly. You are very sure that you are going to get up in the morning. It's not happening everywhere, I tell you. You know very clearly. So he passed away in the dream. He passed away in his sleep. Very comfortable that some people say like this. Very comfortable that he passed away in his dream, in his sleep, deep sleep. So you don't know. So if somebody says you are not going to get up next morning, then you may not have your sleep also. Anyway, so when we get up, the mind gets associated with the body as well as the external world. So when the mind was also not functioning, that is called a deep sleep state where there is no awareness of anything. Mind is also not functioning. Then where is this universe at that time? Where is your money? Where is your relatives? Where is your knowledge of the waking state? Your own mind, I have got so many knowledges. No knowledge is there in the deep sleep state. And unless you are in that state for some time, your living will not continue at all. You will go mad. So those who are mad, they cannot don't sleep at all. So when you are in deep sleep, you don't have the experience of anything. If that's what this scripture is telling here, the verse is telling. So if this universe were true, the world were true, my body were true, then I should be experiencing it in this deep sleep state also. Since it is not there, then I should conclude that this is not true. Usability doesn't give reality to the object. It is usable definitely. That doesn't mean it is real. So anybody who understands this in the waking state means what? You are experiencing the world, you are experiencing everything, but you understand that it is not true. Then you are an accomplished person. Your job is done. So what is the problem then? What is the problem in my not experiencing that the universe is false in the waking state itself, which the scripture is telling? First of all, I have to believe that the universe has got to be false. Like for example, a jasmine flower. It gives very nice fragrance, you know very well. So the fragrance is there. It is white in color. But you also understand that the next moment there is no more fragrance in the flower. And let 1 or 2 more days go, and you will see that it mixes with the earth. It's a matter of just 1-2 days. You know very clearly. So how should you look at this jasmine flower? How should you look at it? This is what the reality of the flower. Should you get attracted towards it? You are getting attracted, see. Jasmine flower means everything in this world, I tell you. It's just an example. Why you got attracted towards the jasmine flower? Yeah, there is a good smell coming out of it. Fragrance is there. But it doesn't remove the reality. It gets removed from your mind definitely, but the reality is always there. You have to apply your brain at that time. Yeah, this is having a good fragrance. I'm experiencing it. It is fine, but I know very clearly this will be the condition after 2 days. That doesn't mean the fragrance will go away. No, but you know very clearly that I'm not attracted towards this because this is the nature of the object. Then, even if there is fragrance of the object, you are free from the object. If that you can do, because this you cannot avoid, because that is the reality. Nose is there means whatever smell is there outside, whether it's good or bad, you are bound to experience because the nose is open. It is not closed. If it is closed, life will stop. It's made open. You have got the option in opening your eyes, but you don't have an option option with respect to your nose. It is already left open. So You don't have the choice with respect to what sort of smell you will have while walking in the street, while roaming around. Whatever is available, it will enter into your head through the nose. You are bound to experience, and there also you have to digest things. How do you digest things? Like for example, today I can explain that. So today, what else smells I am going to experience, I do not know. Very sure. But one thing I can be sure, that whatever I am supposed to experience, that only I will experience. Never more, never less. So this is what the assimilation of the Lord. Lord or luck, you say. When if you say luck also, luck is nothing but Lord. Lord, I tell you. When there is devotion to luck, it becomes Lord. Luck is just inert, just like inert thing, something. But when there is the acknowledgement of every incident being governed by some unseen factor, then devotion comes. Devotion keeps you cool. Luck never. Luck may disturb you, but devotion is not. Devotion doesn't disturb. So, in order to have that sort of devotion, or while accepting the reality, if you are pleased with that, mere luck, mere understanding of the luck doesn't make you a happy person. And that's the reason a system has been given. Keep relating to the Lord in any form, any sound, whatever it is, any symbol, whatever you like. Keep relating to it. Our ancestors, they have told there is no particular way through which you can relate to the Lord. It can be anything. You worship anything. See, I'm just telling you what object of this world you should worship so that you are worshipping the earth. What object of the world you should worship so that you are worshipping the world. Any object will be the same world. It is not from outside the world. It has got to be backed by your understanding, your devotion. That I am worshipping the world actually. Anybody worshipping anything, worshipping the world alone. Whether it is stone, whether it is wood, whether it is clay, whatever it is. And of course, above also some people worship that, like the sun deity, the air. There are people. So the varieties of forms are there. Any form is the form of the Lord, I tell you. Any form. Assimilation has to be there. So if you are worshipping a given form and I am worshipping another form, doesn't mean the two forms are different. That doesn't mean two forms are different. You are having just like you are having a bread, I am having a bread. What sort of difference is there? It's the same thing. You have got your own pack, I have got my own pack. There is no difference. There is no different. So we don't have any problem in the deep sleep. We don't have any problem, almost no problem in the dream state. But we have got all the problems when we wake up. Once you wake up, your entire world enters into you, entire world. You have got your own world. Everybody has got his or her own world, I tell you. Everybody. Go to the forest or in the city, wherever you are, you have got your own world. What does it mean? What all things are there in your house? Who else are there? Wife, son, daughter, etc. And then what all or how much money is there? What are jobs to be done today? The world enters once you wake up. Once you wake up, the world will enter into you. They will start entering. Okay, that is how the system, you have to experience these things. Now, how do you remain comfortable in all these things? That's very important because whatever you will understand, even if you will understand the Lord, you will understand the Lord in the waking state alone, never in the dream. Never in the dream, never in the deep sleep state. My teacher used to say, somebody told that I saw the Lord in the dream. My teacher would say, yeah, the Lord came into me in my dream also. He came only once. He came once and told me that I never come in the dream. I never come in the dream. So never be very happy that something form came in your dream. Some Lord, He didn't tell you that I am the Lord. And if you were the Lord, He should come in the waking state also and tell me that I am the Lord. So these sort of misconceptions, they have to be removed from the mind. And you have to practice it for a long period of time. It's not one day affair, I tell you. It's not one day affair. Just in one day, somebody doesn't become a 60-year-old man. Child is born, and another next day it becomes a 60-year-old man. It's not like that. Keep eating every day, keep drinking water every day, keep sleeping, keep working, and the fellow starts growing beard, and after some time, the gray hair comes, and this is how he attained the age of 60. Not one day or 2 days, or 2 days. Lot of time, lot of effort put for the growth of the body. You see, much more attention is required for the growth of the mind. Because whatever comes, I need to be comfortable. That is what the beginning. And that is the very sentence, whatever I am telling you, the very sentence, it may take lifetime. So whatever comes, I will try to remain comfortable, because whatever comes, comes. Whatever is not supposed to happen never happens. So there is no grudge with respect to the reality, past, present, or future. So they have certain scar. They have left some certain scar in the mind, the past experiences. You have got your own weaknesses, own strength. All these things, they make the mind a complex stuff. So you have to make it simple. The complex has to be made simple. How do you make it simple? Only one way. There is no second way. You are supposed to be what you are. You cannot be otherwise. Suppose you think, oh, I don't like my appearance. It's your problem. It's never going to be solved. An entire life you will be unhappy. On the other hand, if you start thinking, what's wrong in having this type of form? This is beautiful because the Lord has made it like this. Just like I gave the example, jasmine flower. It's not going to stay after 2 days. How much nice it may be, doesn't matter. But definitely it's not going to stay for more than 2 days. Similarly, whatever may be the nature of, whatever may be the look of any individual in this world, whatever may be the knowledge of any individual in the world, nothing is going to stay for long. So I'm not an exception to that. So how does it matter whichever way I look? So my look is like this. It's not that I have decided to have this look. The Lord made it like this, and if somebody dislikes it is his problem, not my problem. I like this body very much because this is the manifestation of the Lord. The Lord decided. So, there are people, those who are dissatisfied, they will dislike you. That is their problem. In fact, you're not with respect to your knowledge also. There will be so much of this complexes, inferiority complex, superiority complex, etc. They call it, I feel superior. No question of, is your eye superior to your ear, or your ear superior to your tongue, etc.? Which one is superior? Every object is given a certain role. The eye is given a certain role, the ear is given a certain role, your tongue is given another role. They are playing their roles. Similarly, I am also playing a role given by the Lord. I have to discover this. I have been given a role. I didn't know that I was supposed to perform this type of a role. And I'm happy to see that everybody is performing his or her role all over the world. Past, whoever did whatever, the history, his story, history, what they have done in the past. It's not that only human beings are the history. The dogs, cats, elephants, they have got their own past also, dinosaurs, etc. so, so, so what the human beings did in the past, where, everywhere, all over the world. This is how the one statement that keeps you cool is, this is how they behaved, whichever country it is, whichever kingdom it is, whatever it is. Anybody doing anything, this is the wish of the Lord. Similarly, today also, there are disturbing people In fact, more disturbing people than the people who are mm, good for the society, conducive for the society. Generally, because people, when you want to enjoy the world and the enjoyable objects are limited, you fight. Limited food is there, and there are more people to eat. Then what will happen? Definitely, fight will continue. Fight will begin. So, if I if I am not interested in any particular thing, it's very important. If I'm not interested in any particular thing, then I will not go after that. Let other people go after that. I'm not interested in anything. I'm not. Suppose I'm not interested. Suppose some mango has fallen from the tree. It's very tasty mango. People are running after it. Suppose I don't want it. Yeah, let them run. I don't need that. It's not that after eating that mango, my life will continue forever. Any big thing is there. So I am not going to run after anything. Whatever comes, whatever comes legally, according to my luck, whatever comes, I'm ready to accept it. I'm very glad with that. So that sort of disposition I have to cultivate, and this cultivation, it takes entire life. Every day you have to practice it, and in fact you can turn into every minute also. In the beginning, it can be every day, now and then. Slowly it increases. So the awareness increases if somebody practices it. If somebody doesn't practice, it will go away again. Any knowledge is like that. Don't practice it for some time, and it will be gone. That is the nature of the mind. You have to understand it very clearly. Suppose we are speaking a language, let's say English or any other language for that matter. If you don't speak for a length of time, then it will go away from your head. That was the nature of the mind. What can you do? I used to sing so nicely. Today I am not able to sing. So you have not practiced. Continued the practice. So what will you do? So any other knowledge, if you don't practice well, this is all going to be a big problem for you. But if this you don't practice, definitely you'll be in problem. You are going to suffer definitely, because this alone keeps you cool, accepting the reality, and discovering that nothing is so nice in this world. Nothing is so nice. There's the beginning. Nothing is so nice. Yes, okay, but nothing is so nice. Jasmine flower is okay, it's there, but it's not so nice, because what will happen after 2 days, I know. Similarly, no human being is so nice. No cloth is so nice. Money definitely, money is not so nice, etc. Everything's nice, perfect, because it is usable. So this is how, as I spoke in between, usability doesn't give reality to the object. Pot is usable, definitely doesn't mean it is real. Similarly, anything in this universe usable. In fact, whatever is usable is not real, and the basis of all these usable objects is the reality, which is not usable at all. Not usable. How is space usable? You tell me. Do you eat space? Do you drink space? How are you using? That's what I'm telling you. Just like you use a flower, you use mango, you use another human being, just like you use those things. Do you use space? But without that space, nothing will exist, I tell you. Air exists within the space, fire exists within space, and the entire world exists within the space. Itself being not usable, it is sheltering everything in the universe. See? And that which is the cause of this space is the truth about you. There's the discovery. So, false is understanding, and using the world is judicious living. You live judiciously because you have got your experience about the past. Everywhere you go, everywhere in this world. So everybody knows this is eatable, this is not eatable. You keep eating, it doesn't matter. Whatever you eat, purpose is to fill your stomach, that's it. Nothing more. Purpose is to appease your hunger. So if that is there, wherever you are living in this world, no problem. You continue living like that, but understanding is that nothing is very important. Nothing is, no life is very important, no work is very important, no change in this world is very important. So that is how people get fascinated. When something new comes into being, they get fascinated. So nice, the beautiful stuff, etc. No. Bullock cart when it came into being, they would have enjoyed so much, I tell you. Entire family sitting on the bullock cart. The bullocks, they are pulling it. And these fellows are sitting over that. So they might have enjoyed, definitely same thing, same enjoyment. It has got its own problem also. So the bullock cart getting topsy-turvy, what will happen? You are all gone. You will fall there. Similarly, the aeroplane today, we know he's flying. He's flying. Hmm. But it can be the end of everything. There are so many. There have been so many air crashes, not one or two. Many have not been found till now, falling in the ocean. How do you try to find out a sand particle in the ocean? Similarly, this is how the nature of the world and the universe. So the more you assess, the more you digest all these things. So those that aspect, as I pointed out a little bit, that aspect of a disturbing situation that takes a little more time. If you are putting effort, definitely it will happen. Because if you don't want the jasmine flower to die down, that is not going to work out. That sort of thinking is wrong. You are going against the reality. So my prayer should be such that it should give me the strength to accept and not to bring about changes all the time, because I know the body will not have that capacity to change the external world anymore after some time. So the more I accept the reality, the better I become. So I come to a stage where I can then appreciate that it is almost non-existent. Entire universe is almost non-existent. Sapnavan Mrisha. So you find out any other logic. Which Lord is going to save you in what manner? Try to find out. So better let me think in this way, in this direction. This is the reality. So the more you keep accepting the reality, the better you become. So it's systematic growth. You cannot jump from one step to the fifth step. You have to climb up slowly, step by step. So it is the effort is left on me. The effort is left to me. I've been made a human being, a discriminating, having a man, a creature having a discriminating capacity, having the discriminating capacity. So application of that capacity makes me comfortable in course of time. It happens. So that sort of faith should be there in the subject matter. And if I put effort, it's a matter of time that I appreciate the reality. Rest of the time, we'll meditate. Sit straight, close your eyes. Top of the head, the hair, the forehead, right eye, left eye, nose, mouth, right cheek, right ear, left cheek, left ear, back side of the head, neck, left shoulder, left arm, left elbow, left palm, fingers, right shoulder, right arm, right elbow, right palm, fingers, back, chest, stomach, right thigh, right knee, right foot, the toes, left thigh, left knee, left foot, the toes, the entire body. I am happy to have this type of a body, whatever it is, whether it is male or female, having fair complexion or black complexion, whatever it is, I'm happy with this. Wherever I'm born, I'm happy. I am supposed to be born there. Whatever the family where I am born, the parents, the siblings, my children, whoever is in the family, this is how they are supposed to be. Their nature also, that is what it is supposed to be. Varieties of incidents in the past. I have gone through varieties of situations. They were supposed to be like that. So I don't have any grudge towards any situation that I have gone through, right or wrong. I might have done wrong things also. That is natural. But good and r- right and wrong things have been done. I accept both of them because that is how they were supposed to be. Today I am aware I am not going to commit the same mistake. Future I don't know how it is going to unfold, but definitely it will unfold the way the Lord decides. I'll try to accept as the future unfolds in front of me. See how the air is entering into the nose and coming out, keeping the body alive every moment. There is the blessing of the Lord air. Just look at the nose, appreciate the role of the air. Mental worship. Imagine any form of the Lord without this type of worshipping. You cannot have the strength to accept the entire world, different incidents. You cannot even comfortable. So our teachers, our ancestors, they have given this type of worshipping, starting from gross to subtle worshipping. This is subtle worship, it's mental worship. There is no gross deity outside, but we imagine a particular deity. I accept the deity as my Lord. I put a flower at the feet of the Lord. I prostrate in front. I pray, oh Lord, give me the capacity to accept whatever I cannot change. Give me the strength to change whatever I can change. And may I know in every situation in my life, whatever I can change, what I cannot change. Doing salutations to the same Lord again and again. Om Namah Shivaya. I'm repeating the chant. May you just listen to it. By listening itself, the chant is continuing in your head. You don't have to utter any single word. Om Namah Shivaya. 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 All your knowledges of the mind, they depend upon the external world. Sound, form, etc. that are experienced with the help of eye, ear, nose, etc. They take the forms inside the mind. Look a red flower. You are seeing a red flower. Even though the red flower is not there, you are seeing it. Waking state, when you open your eyes, you are seeing objects. It is same thing now also. The basis because of which you are able to see the red flower is consciousness. You are hearing the sound. Whatever I am speaking, you are hearing in the same place. Sound you are hearing because of the same consciousness. Look, a cow, a white cow, same consciousness. The relationship between consciousness and cow, consciousness and flower. Consciousness alone looks like cow. Consciousness alone looks like flower. This consciousness is infinity, and you are this consciousness. Everything in this universe is the same consciousness. Just like every wave is the same water. Only water is there, there is no question of wave. Similarly, one consciousness is there, and except consciousness, there is nothing. I am that consciousness. Everything is that consciousness. Consciousness alone, free from birth, death, etc. No change. Infinity consciousness. Om Swati Prajabhya Paripalayantam Nyayena Margena Mahim Mahishaha Go Brahmanebhya Shubhamastu Nityam Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu Kale Varshatu Parjanyah Prithvi Sasya Shalini Deshoyam Kshobarahitah Brahmana Santu Nirbhayaha सर्वेषां स्वस्तिर्भवतु सर्वेषां शान्तिर्भवतु सर्वेषां पूर्णं भवतु सर्वेषां मङ्गलं भवतु सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मा अमृतङ्गमय ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्तिः 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 हरिः ॐ श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ॐ